The Philippines has given its support to the controversial defence pact between Australia, the United States and Britain. The Aukus pact will see Australia gain access to technology to build nuclear-powered submarines. Manila says the alliance will ensure balance in the Indo-Pacific region rather than destabilise it. The remarks differ to the stances from Indonesia and Malaysia, which have warned the pact could start an arms race. France, meanwhile, is also furious that the US, Australia and Britain worked secretly to negotiate the deal, costing it a $40 billion defence deal with Canberra. Prime Minister Scott Morrison and French President Emmanuel Macron are both in New York for the UN General Assembly. But Mr. Morrison says there won't be time for a meeting.
There's not an opportunity for that at this time, and I'm sure that opportunity will come in time. But right now I understand the disappointment, and they're working through the consultations with their ambassador who's returned to Paris, and we will be patient about that.
As fallout over the AUKUS grows, British Prime Minister Boris Johnson will meet US President Joe Biden at the White House. It will be Mr. Johnson's first visit to the Oval Office since becoming Prime Minister. And Kate Fisher joins us live from Washington for more. Kate, both sides are aiming to build on the success of the AUKUS deal.
Absolutely. This is important increasingly for both sides, given the diplomatic fallout that has occurred. They both need each other more than ever. And both men, although they may have had their differences, particularly over the American withdrawal from Afghanistan, Joe Biden's moves there were openly criticised in the British Parliament. But this deal gives them an opportunity to put that behind them. It's something that they can both celebrate. And they both share this kind of hawkish attitude towards China and trying to, as Joe Biden puts it, win the race for the 21st century. So, yeah, they will certainly use this meeting to deepen those ties over that deal and celebrate it. And, of course, Boris Johnson coming into this meeting with the news that British people, as well as foreign nationals across the world who have been vaccinated, will soon be allowed to enter the USA once again. So there is certainly plenty of positive things to focus on in this meeting.
And at the same time, there's plenty of work to be done on climate change.
Absolutely. This is one of the areas where Boris Johnson may be less sure of how much support he's going to get. He obviously wants some serious pledges out of the US president, given that his country will be hosting the COP26 in October in the Scottish city of Glasgow. Particularly, he's going to want Joe Biden to pledge more money for helping poorer countries to deal with the effects of climate change and trying to improve and lower their carbon emissions. The fund to do that has not got enough cash in it at the moment. And Boris Johnson, one of his priorities will be to try to get a promise out of the American president to put more money there. And there is concern amongst the Brits that they may not get what they want out of COP26. Clearly, Boris Johnson wants it to be a success, and he needs Joe Biden on side to ensure that happens.
All right, thanks for giving us up to speed. Kate Fisher there in Washington, D.C.